Welcome to today's video. Today's video has to do with moving too fast in your relationship. I'm sure you've been there once or twice. I know I was there once, and it didn't really turn out that great. And so I have a couple cards here where I have pulled out 12 cards, got the energy. I'm going to go over those. I'm going to read an article from a therapist. So you won't only just get my opinion, but you'll get the opinion from an actual therapist, so you can make better choices or give some advice to your friends. And then we'll get into the tarot to see, what the cards have to say for you. Maybe you are thinking of moving in with someone or this or that. That's what we're going to find out. Is it a good move? And we'll wait and see what the cards have to say. But the first three cards I have here is, we have the Hierophant, we have the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. So I took this as someone's moving pretty quickly, right? Because it's fast thinking, it's up in the mind, right? It has to do with the intellect of a person, right? And obviously the Hierophant has to deal with a higher power, maybe God or church, the rules of how society ebbs and flows and things like that. And then the Ace of Pentacles obviously has to deal with an investment, a coin of an opportunity and of investment from the Father God upstairs, right? So we have Taurus, let's see, Aquarius here, Capricorn energy here. All right, the next three cards we have is the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the King of Wands and the Four of Cups. So to me, it looks like this Knight of Wands, this King of Wands is looking to his past, and maybe he's looking at his finances. Maybe he's looking at the work he put into this relationship, or maybe he's looking to invest in you, right? Maybe he's looking at his thoughts, right? About maybe happy employment, mastering his craft and talents, his skills, his accomplishments, and how you might fit in his life. Right? Because he's courageous, he's a leader, he's honorable, he's magnetic, he's charming, right? He's maybe ignoring a couple things or two, because that's about the Four of Cups, right? Maybe a little bit apathetic, maybe he's not seeing the forest for the trees, maybe he's thinking about missed opportunities in his past, feeling disconnected. Maybe he's meditating. And then here you are, right? The Queen of Pentacles, right? You've worked hard for what you have. It's taken you a long time. You're a hard worker. You're the salt of the earth. You weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You had to take a lot of losses. You had to put your dreams and desires aside to get what you have. You're thinking about the Lovers, right? You have the Lovers, you obviously the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Hermit. So the Hermit is looking to the past, right? Because you're looking for introspection, you're looking for wisdom, you're looking for guidance, inner guidance, right? Because you may be a working parent, you're organized. Again, love, partnership, harmony, unity, that's what you're looking for. Self-reflection. And then the last three cards here is you're looking to the past, right? And you might be looking at, we have the Six of Wands here, and then we have the Page of Swords, and then you have the Nine of Swords. So there's a lot going on upstairs. Again, something that you've been thinking about. Maybe you've been thinking heavy about how this would go, some anxiety, right? Some fears, some doubts. It might be keeping you up at night. It might be causing you some health problems because it's on your mind, right? You're thinking of success, victory, achievement, right? Maybe you're holding on to a little bit of pride. And so that's the energy we have. So I'm going to start reading this article here, and it's by Maria. All right, and she is the therapist here. Moving too fast can derail potential relationships. I did this too, and it didn't really end up that well. And the thing is that if you choose something like this, someone like this, as a man, what that's saying about your woman is that she has nothing to say. She has nothing but bad behavior. She's got a laundry list of men. She doesn't want to talk about it. She wants to keep control of you. That's just how it goes, all right? She's going to be quick to give it to you and have you move in, all right? So we're going to do the introduction here. So as the therapist, I've listened to dating stories for decades. So she knows a lot about this, okay? Wanting a relationship is inherent to the human condition. And most people do prefer to be in a relationship at some point in their lives, okay? But for many, finding that someone is a struggle. In listening to dating stories, many times I found myself reacting and responding. I can't believe you did that or said that on the first or early date. Perfectly lovely people have said or done things that clearly derailed a situation that might have led to something promising. Has that happened to you, right? Maybe it's happened to your friends. Maybe it's happened to your parents, right? And so here she continues by saying what not to say in a new relationship, okay? Things like, here's the keys to my apartment on the second date. Or let's plan a trip to Europe. Pre-pandemic, of course, right? On the first date. Or let's buy a house together. Warning, red flags, right? The single most telling thing that seems to derail dating is, you got it, rushing, okay? Moving too fast into something full speed ahead only to hit a wall rather quickly. And by rushing, getting hurt and rejected makes it hard to dust yourself off and continue dating in the search for the right person. So if you continue down this road, let's say you have someone, all right, that you're thinking about, and you're thinking about moving in and this and that. You see, this person is going to hurt you, okay? And I'm not saying that this person is a bad person. I'm just saying you didn't get to know this person, all right? You didn't, and you're ignoring all the red flags because you did it for the nookie. Trust me, I've done it. Maybe you've done it in the past. And how did that end? You're here, right? So progressing gradually creates a strong foundation. That's what we need to do, is lay the foundation, rules, regulations, what you're going to add to the relationship, what she's going to add to the relationship, the things that will break the relationship for you, the things that will break the relationship for her, what she requires in sex, what you require in sex, okay? A whole bunch of things that a lot of people don't really talk about, okay? So planning for a future when you don't even know that the person, okay? Adopting a false sense of security by thinking something is there that still needs to manifest itself is ways in which dating can take a turn downwards. For example, planning to extend a friend's wedding months away when you just met, or attend. Okay, for example, planning to attend. Trust me, I did that. For example, planning to attend a friend's wedding months away when you just met. Moving it together in the first weeks, introducing a new person to a family or friends really early can be problematic. It sure was. Trust me, I did everything right here. That's why I'm making the video. It's insofar as the couple is missing the point of dating. Dating is about trying to figure out if the person is for you. And that takes time. It sure does. Some people will say that they just know, but many have been wrong. And that can hurt you deeply, okay? And it's going to take you a long time to get over this person because this person hurts you. And you hurt that person because there was no foundation. Love and chemistry matter, and real love will be there regardless, but all too often, guess what, right? What is mistaken for love is instead lust. Trust me, been there. That wants instead mistaken for love is instead the want and determination to call something a relationship when there is nothing. By trying to skip getting to know each other, you omit information that will eventually come out at a point sometime in the point of no return. If only you knew that in the beginning, and getting to know as much as you can about the other helps in deciding which direction to go. Learning about the other is a process best accomplished with patience and calm, and set the groundwork and create the foundation of the relationship. The appearance of a relationship versus the real relationship. This is so true. It hits home right here. Okay. Instead, when rushing into a relationship full speed ahead and demanding time, attention, presence, commitment, and intimacy way before it can manifest itself organically, a paradoxical situation emerges which makes it difficult to go forward. The appearance, the illusion of a relationship doesn't mean it's a relationship. It is like eating batter before the cake is fully baked. That is so true. Might taste great, but it's not cake. In a desperate race to call the beginnings of a relationship more than it is, it would be skipping over the steps that are necessary in making a good decision about whether that person is right for you. Sometimes it's obvious and clear that it is not the person for you. But on the flip side, there are better ways to give the situation a fair chance. When rushing into a relationship to be happening, it makes it difficult to present your best self since you became more focused on the relationship as an entity instead of the two of you as people who reciprocally choose each other. It's as if the choosing happening already and you've moving, it's as if the choosing happening already and you are moving on to where you want to be before really deciding if it is really in your best interest. And yes, many successful relationships have been rushed, into, but many potential relationships have been ruined by rushing, like fools rush in, that kind of thing, So, that's kind of the nitty-gritty of the article, all right? So let's get into the tarot and see what the tarot has to say for you, okay? Let me clear the air here. Hope everyone's doing well wherever you are at, whenever you find this video, So I'm gonna shuffle the deck one more time and split it, and we'll get going. What's in store for the viewer? What's in store for the viewer? So we have 3 good cards. We have the Strength, Death, and the Queen of Swords. They're good cards, you know, because in your past you've had strength. Maybe you're a passionate person that moving forward you're going to have to cut out some things, you know, maybe some codependency issues, maybe people pleasing tendencies, things like that, right? Maybe drug addiction or alcoholism or P-hub addiction, sex addiction too, you know, it happens, you know. Courage, power, persistence. You're going to have to use some unbiased judgment, clear boundaries, because in the past you might have not put up boundaries. Most of us suck at putting boundaries up, right? So you have to end something for a new beginning. What this is saying is you're going to have to let go of the person that you're still holding on to, all right, in order to move forward. I mean, you can move forward, but you're still going to be stuck on someone else. All right. That's what I see here. Change, transformation, transition into, you know, another different life. You're looking to your past. I knew it. I knew it. So I knew it. I knew it. I had a feeling. Anyways, the Hermit. Again, we have the same energy as up top. We have the Knight of Swords, and then we have the Devil. Doesn't mean that you're bad. Doesn't mean that you're evil. It just means that we have things to work on. That's all we're saying. All right. All right. Maybe there's some trauma. Maybe there's some issues. All right. That you have to deal with. A lot of people do. You know, it just happens. So what I would do is I'm going to leave my other channel on this, somewhere on this phone, so you can go to that channel and learn how to deal with, you know, self-sabotage, not loving yourself, you know, things like that, you know, maybe drug addiction, things like that. All right. I no longer drink. I no longer do drugs. I no longer mess with women, you know. I don't mess with anybody because, you know, I learned that most people are the wrong people. And not that I'm scared. I had to do a lot of cleaning, like you might, you know, with drug addiction. I had problems with drugs. I had problems with alcohol. I had problems with sleeping with all sorts of women. You looked at me and you were hungry. I did you wherever. Okay, that was a problem. Okay, sex addiction, porn addiction, things like that. All right, so I no longer do that. So I made it. This is my second channel, and I'll put that channel on this screen so you can get yourself some help. All right, so you might be looking at yourself and thinking, "What's wrong with me? How come I can't keep a person? This or that?" Right? Virgo energy here. Your soul searching, introspection, truth seeking, right? Again, ambitious, fast thinking, all right? Action oriented. So you're going to have to move on this, right? Because there's a shadow self, and there's also shadow of how to handle your shadow on my channel as well. So attachments, addictions, and so on, right? So there's work to do. You know, you're not a bad person. A lot of us do that. I'm going to change the energy here. Yeah. Let's see what comes up. Okay. So you have the Hangman. It's upside down, so you're free. You don't have to sacrifice something. The Lovers and the Eight of Wands. So maybe you're taking a trip somewhere. Delays, standstill, maybe you're resisting change, unified love, partnerships, mutual attraction, something's going to change quickly for you, right? Swift change, sudden action is needed, air travel, quick decision. Maybe you're trying to make a quick decision again, and maybe that is part of your problem where, you need or you want someone pretty quickly because maybe you are afraid of being alone. There's nothing wrong with being alone because being alone makes you a lot stronger. Okay, I've been single and alone for 13 years. I haven't been lonely. I have a good group of friends. I live with my best buddy. My brother lives here with me, so all three of us, we're not lonely. I love women. Yummy. But the feminism is out there and this and that, and they've been taught that they're better than men and things like that. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. It's like when I go work out at times, there's these girls that, there's these two leg presses right next to each other, and when I'm there stretching, warming up, they're kind of like, oh, I'm doing more weight than you. And then when I do 1,000 pounds, they kind of just walk away mad. That's what I mean. They're in competition with men. No thanks. I don't need to be arguing with a woman. I have my peace. I have my serenity. I have everything I need except her vagina. And guess what? Take that out. I have everything. That's why I'm single. So you obviously have a lot of feelings here, right? You might have a big heart, and maybe you have to learn to guard your feelings, guard your emotions, and maybe you're attracted to narcissists. I also have videos about narcissists on my other channel. So if you are a good-hearted person, most likely there's a narcissist around you. Maybe the person you're trying to date is the narcissist, and maybe this is a warning for you to slow down, pump the brakes, all right? So anyways, you're looking at something intently with passion, right? You have the Queen of Cups here, and then you have the Page of Wands, and then you have the Six of Swords. So you're going to move somewhere. Something is going to be moving for you. Again, transition with the Death, fast moving with fast thinking with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands here. Maybe you're changing careers, because the wands do represent careers at times. So, but I don't think at this moment it represents that. Maybe you're traveling, I'm not sure. But anyways, you are the Queen of Cups. You're compassionate, you're calm, you're nurturing. Be open to receive the healing love and nurturing you need. So maybe you're trying to find inspiration, discovery, potential. Maybe you're trying to see the potential in this person. The Six of Swords is about transition, again, like the Death, moving on and change, right? Leaving the past behind. So when you leave something behind, be careful what you take with you, all right? Because, like, I'll just read it here, because be mindful what you take with you when you move away from your problems. Maybe you are holding on to somebody else, right? A person. Okay. A lot of passion here. So maybe there's some disagreements with the Five of Wands. It's not about fighting, like arguing and shouting. It's more like you're making your feelings known. You're taking a stand, right? Maybe there's some competition for this person. Maybe there's some rivalry. The Four of Wands is about celebration, right? Harmony, engagement. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Maybe you need to look at what you're doing or slow down, because you're trying to get your balance with the Two of Pentacles here. Multiple priorities. It's hard to keep your footing. You have one foot on the ground and another one you're trying to take a step. So about balancing. And maybe you're doing well, maybe you're maybe you're not doing that well. Maybe you're weighing your options. again, we have you, the Queen of Pentacles here. All right, so the energy is bleeding through, right? With the Knight of Swords, which was up top with the first 12 cards. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, you again here. So something's completing. Something is completion, because we have the last card in the major arcanas, which is the World. I'm sorry. And then you, the Queen of Pentacles, and then Judgment. So maybe you have some self-doubts about ending something or starting something. Maybe there's some decisions that you have to make with the Two of Pentacles. All right. Maybe you're still stuck on someone and you're trying to move on with this person. Maybe you're trying to get with this person to forget the last person. That never works, by the way. Okay. I've tried it. Trust me. So again, celebration of life, that's the World. Nurturing, practical, that's you, a working parent, right? And we have the Judgment, but it's upside down. So there's self-doubt, lack of self-awareness. Maybe you like punishing yourself, all right? Hey, it happens sometimes, right? So I'm gonna stir the deck around one little bit, one more time, and see what we get. We're almost done here. So again, we have the apathy card here. Well, not the apathy card, but you had the meditation over there at the top. And again, meditation came through with the Four Swords. Again, it's about meditation, taking your time, slowing down. Maybe there's a financial loss. Maybe there's a lack of faith. Maybe you have a lack mindset with the Five of Pentacles. Maybe you will be left out if you continue holding on to this situation or holding on to someone else. You might just end up alone, because that's usually what this means, you know, being left out in the cold. Just a warning, I guess, you know. The Ace of Swords is here. Maybe you are confused, right? Maybe there's chaos, frustration in your life. And basically, this is a warning to, you know, to you, telling you there's things you need to think about. Maybe the whole energy here is about slowing down and not rushing in to a relationship. And the energy is showing that. So this is Mario with Black Sheep Tarot, and I will see you in another video. And good luck with your life.